for the longest time that my purpose was everything that I did. I wanted to be a filmmaker. I wanted to make movies and be the next Steven Spielberg, because that's what society had conditioned me to believe and think, that if I did eventually achieve the thing that I wanted to achieve, which was being a filmmaker, then I would find my purpose. I would be living in it and I'd be happy, wealthy, fulfilled, you name it. But that didn't happen. And for as much as I was striving to be this certain individual that had the identity of a filmmaker, and whenever someone would say to me, "What do you do for a living, Jay?" I would say, "I am a filmmaker." So I attached my whole self, my whole life in being this way. And even the same thing with my ex-girlfriend in 2018 and early 2019, I did the same thing. So yes, I wanted to be a filmmaker, but I also placed my entire identity and worth into being with this person for the rest of my life. And I think we get it all mixed up and skewed, because our purpose has got nothing to do with what we do. It has everything to do with who we are, our beliefs, our character, our values, our integrity. That makes up who we are as people. Life itself is the most valuable thing on the face of the earth, and yet we take it for granted. In fact, it is more valuable than anything that we will ever do. You just being alive, if you think about it, the sheer amount of like possibility of you being here is just crazy. And I don't know about you, Serena, but my mind boggles at that. Like I just cannot comp like
Oh, yeah. And if you just think about the human body, I mean, I think I say this, I just said this in a podcast today. I feel like I say it at least once a day somewhere. We are the most complex, most intricate, most amazing
we are.
creations, and we forget that. We think the iPhone is a bigger deal, than we are, but we're all walking unicorns. The way just being here, how we function, how we are, how we adapt, how we grow, how we learn, everything about who we are as soul beings in this human experience
Mm.
is immeasurable and extraordinary, and
And
we
you
often
think
forget
just
that. Yeah.
how intricate every single body part is, and how we are to
Mhm.
every single person on this planet. No one person is the same. We're all different, but yet an
Mhm.
experience is
Yep.
somewhat what we go through. Our own unique elements of that are our own perspectives is different in how we see it, but we all go through
Mhm.
crap. We all go through heartache. We all go through pain. So we can all
Mhm.
relate to that. We can all relate to a person's individual story.
Mhm.
So your purpose on this earth is to be alive and to live this life the best way you can. So what I say is we need to start distinguishing between I am versus I do. You take who you are into what you do and not the
Mhm.
other way around, because the moment you confuse it and you take, you make who you are what you do, you become miserable. You get stuck, and it's not going to serve you in any capacity, in any good capacity. I say you won't be the best leader that
Mhm.
you possibly can be. You're going to be half-assing it half the time in life. And as a result, so many people, they feel miserable, they feel lost, they feel aimless, and they're just not fulfilled at all. They're not they get satisfied from time to time, but they're not really fulfilled. And honestly, I say to people, my God-given purpose is to be alive, to live, to take who I am, a person of faith, a person of character, someone who's persistent, someone who values his integrity, someone who tries to be excellent every single day, who goes through all these experiences and
Mhm.
shares it and is of service to others. I take all of that, because that's who I am, into what I do,
Mhm.
such as writing a book,
Mhm.
such as podcasting, such as speaking, all of that stuff. That all matters and all counts for something, sure. But when you think about it, when all of that stuff is taken away, what's left? I'm still being, I'm still going to
Mhm.
be a valued member of society. And so I think that is far more valuable and far more important that we focus on that, rather than trying to achieve all these things that the world tells us to achieve. Because for me, and I've strived for it, it doesn't ever fulfill at all. And it doesn't help me grow one little bit. It just sets me back. It makes me feel miserable. And I don't want to be miserable. Like I said, I want to soar. I want to go through this life, understand that I have worth. I was created with worth. That's what I want in my life. And I hope that people want the same thing for themselves, because it is possible. And I'm living proof of that. I'm here now, 26-year-old, and I'm living proof that you can overcome, you can move forward in your life. And it all starts with one thing, a choice.